Yes, I'm going live over there. And it's WIP Wednesday. So I thought I would $2.99 big twist sale. Nice. What you gonna make with that big twist? Elizabeth, can you teach us how to crochet? I can teach you how to crochet the 6-day kid blanket. Well, there's a lot of people that can teach you the basics of crochet on their platforms. I'm going to work on my 6-day kid blanket. So that's, kind of what I do is I teach people how to do that. Where's the chat? There it is. Okay. So if you're hanging out with me, just let me know. Give me a comment if you're on, one of the other platforms, especially if you're on the one that starts with FB, then I cannot see your name when you make a comment. But I can if you're on the other. You love the yarn color behind me. That's the one that I did on the marathon. That's the tea cakes. If you all want more of those tea cakes to make that absolutely beautiful, I think it's the most beautiful 6-day kid blanket there is. It's the rainbow tea cake blanket. I just posted it on my website calling it the chunky throw because we don't have tea cakes. I mean, we have some of them, but they don't have the whole range anymore at Michael's. So I did reach out to Mikey of the Crochet Crowd, and I was like, tell Yarns, I've done this a couple of times, and he said the same thing both times. He's like, I can't do anything. I can't get you more tea cakes. You have to contact Michael's. So if you want more of those rainbow tea cakes to make a beautiful 6-day chunky throw, then you should email Michael's and tell them that you want it. That's what Mikey said to do. So that's what I am doing. And I tagged them a bunch of times. So, but they don't care about me. So if you want those tea cakes, email Michael's and tell them you want them. You want to make Betty McKnit's rainbow tea cake blanket. Tell them that. No, wait, don't say my name. Hi, Linda. How are you, my dear? I was just thinking about you today, actually. It's so weird because I haven't seen you in a while. You haven't popped up on any of the lives in a while. And so I think I just saw your photo or something in my chat, my chats, from an old message or something. I guess I'm on this one. I didn't get very far. Yeah, so how are you, my dear? Andrew, what do you need big twist for? Hi, Amy. Thank you. It was really lovely today outside. I'm only going to stay on here until, well, I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I know I won't be on here past 8:30 because I want to go see the moonrise. Happy birthday, Linda. Tell Amber I said hi and all the kiddos. Hi, FinFan. Welcome. Thanks for sharing the live and for joining and for the gifts. I appreciate it. Yep, Amy is here. Amy McSister. I have a stack of WIPs. WIP. I think next week for Valentine's Day, I might do the Sweetheart Star. I might come on and get that started and work on that. I was thinking about that. And then I have some, I have 2 Meowth bonus bundles, and a lady, in my membership group is working. She's making one of the exclusives in my membership community with the Meowth yarn, and oh my goodness, it works up beautifully. Andrew, if you're at Joann's and they have Meowth in the bonus bundle, the mandala bonus bundle, you should buy it all. I was thinking that I'm not going to make the exclusive on a live because you have to be in the membership for that. So, at least until I figure it, I'm still figuring it out. It's an 8-pointed star, but they've asked me to square it off. So I have, hey, get her done. What's up? Get her done. Right here, getting done this WIPs. I got this man blanket going. It's going to take me forever. I only have one more crochet along with, oh, wait a minute. I did something wrong here. This should be the brown, not the light gray. Woo! I only have one more crochet along with Leia the human, and we figured out last night that we scheduled it during the Super Bowl, and so we changed it. So we won't be live this Sunday. Who knows? I might just go ahead and come on anyways, because as you might guess, I don't really care about the Super Bowl at all. Not one bit. For a long time I was like actually kind of bitter about it, because in my other career as a dance professional and a choreographer, I feel like I certainly have another one of these, but yes, I don't have to open the bag. I always felt kind of bitter and resentful that I had to really like scramble to make a living, and I feel like the arts are every bit as important as sports, if not more so. So I know I'm going to get some hate for this, and I did get a lot of hate for it actually in my family. But yeah, I used to schedule dance rehearsals during the Super Bowl and stuff like that, and people would say, but it's a Super Bowl, and I was like, I don't care. Yeah, just like a fraction of that money I could probably fund, my whole company for the rest of my life, for the money that's spent on 1 minute of the Super Bowl. Of course there are a lot of things that money could be used for, but yeah, I always felt kind of resentful about it. Hey Barb, here's another person I haven't seen in a while. Where you been, Barb? I miss you. Barb says that they watch the national anthem, some of the advertising, and the halftime program. Now, the halftime program I usually really love. Now I'm trying to do the wrong row. Maybe this just isn't the day for me to be on here doing WIP Wednesday. Whatever. You've been sick? Are you okay? Man. I was really sorry to hear that. Yeah, Andrew, you better get that Meowth yarn. Now I feel like I want to go get some more of those bonus bundles. But I think I will do... I think I'm going to do one of the shawls, one of the star shawls. All of December, January, and better now. My goodness. It's quite the holiday season. Glad to hear you're doing better. It's good to see you back. Who is the halftime show this year at the Super Bowl? $41 here in Bay City, Michigan today. Nice. $41's not so bad. Rihanna. Oh, wow. Now that I probably will love to see if I figure out how to tune into it. Eyesight is getting worse. Haven't been crocheting much. Oh, I'm sorry. I have had one of my eyes, where the muscles right under my eyes has been twitching a lot, and I know it's because I just spend way too much time looking at screens. Just way too much time. And I've been trying to cut down on the caffeine a little bit too, because I was drinking a lot of it, and I'm on a different thyroid medication now. I switched about a week ago, a week and a half. It's been about 10 days, and I'm definitely feeling the difference already, and I'm noticing I don't really need as much caffeine. I think I was really just like self-medicating with that. But I am feeling better. Having a lot more energy and not just struggling as much as I was. Sometimes it just slowly gets worse, and then you're like, you don't even realize it's happening until you're like, your eye is twitching. I use a warm washcloth that helps when my eyes twitch. Yeah. It was going on, it was happening for a while. I'm going to say about 4 or 5 days, almost close to a week. And it's annoying, it's just so annoying. But yeah, trying to cut down on the caffeine and meditate more, calm, just do things that I feel are calming, like spending time at the beach. I walked down today. It was absolutely beautiful weather. It was a tiny bit windy. I didn't think I was really going to want to sit out there, so I just I put my chair down and I just walked a little bit. I took my walk, and then I came back and I sat. I did get my chair. By the time I had done all that walking, I was warm. And so I thank you, Mia. I appreciate it. I did get to sit by the ocean today and just watch the ocean. The waves were kind of high for a change. Yeah, it's made a big difference. Hello. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome. I'm just working on a WIP. I got my man blanket here and I'm gonna talking about what I'm gonna do next week. Um, and also tomorrow I am starting the 6-day hexagon cardigan crochet along. I did one when I released the pattern and it was fun. I think I didn't call it the hexagon. I called it Wear Your 6-Day Kid Blanket. And then I just did one of those 6 days in a row um, crochet alongs that I normally do. And this time I decided that I'm going to break up the 6 days. So I'm doing great. Thank you, my dear. Um, I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursday meetings for 6 days. So it'll start tomorrow, and then it'll go Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, or something like that. I think there's 6 or 7 sessions scheduled, and it's Zoom calls, and it's free. You do have to, either purchase, well, you don't have to purchase the pattern. It's free on my website, but it is very long, so it would be nice to have the PDF. You can get the PDF by either purchasing it right from the website, or you can join my community and you'll get it for free this month. Can you fill me in again when you're doing your business classes? Where, how much, etc.? I have a business mastermind that I run. I had one set to start last Thursday, and I don't know when I'm going to run it again, but it's an 8-week course. It's $47 a month, and it includes access to the Magnetiverse, my membership community, and everything that there is in there. And it's 8 Zoom meetings with me. And then the idea of it is to kind of have a cohort that sticks together and meets regularly and supports each other, like a peer support mastermind, after the 8 weeks is up. So I think there's a link to get on a waiting list for the next one in my bio. I don't know if the get leads, if the apply now is still on my TikTok, you can hit the apply now, and that'll put you on the email list. But yeah, you missed the start. It started last Thursday, so I'm making a hexagon dress. I think you can definitely make this 6-day hexagon cardigan in 6 days if you really want to. This is the yarn that I'm using is called Vanna's Choice. Honk bonk. I like your username. I love people's usernames. Everyone's so creative. The heck was the question? The question is, what kind of yarn am I using? And it's Vanna's Choice by Lion Brand, which is my go-to for blankets and afghans. This yarn was designed for blankets, for crochet afghans. So I do think it's perfect for that. They have lots of colors, so you can do all your color work with it. The pattern is the 6-day man blanket, and the hook is a 6.5 millimeter Furls Odyssey ergonomic crochet hook. I have 2 unfinished hexagon cardies. Want to get them finished soon. Get her done. Are you on the list? Are you on the email list? Because I sent a bunch of emails out the week we started. And I also put a call out for some different times because there were people that said the time that I was doing it, which was 10 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday mornings, was not the right time for them. And it's not the kind of course that you can kind of follow the replay. It really is going to be better if you're able to be there all the time. I can't wait to see how you do the slug. You mean the shrug? Oh yeah, people are wanting to do shrugs too. I think I'll do that as maybe as a crochet along. I signed up but haven't got one yet. You signed up for emails for the business course? Could you please send me an email to bettymcnidd@gmail.com and just say this is Get Her Done, and then I'll check and make sure that you are on the list to receive emails. Did y'all see the video I did, the sped up one from my marathon crochet? How cool was that? Also, I took my timers in the other room. Maybe I need another set for in here, so I didn't set a 60-minute. So I watched the entire 17 seasons of Sister Wives because Leia asked me if I knew what was going on with it, and I had no idea what was going on. And I think that was really hard, the last 2 or 3 seasons of that show when COVID hit them. Oh my goodness. I just relived all the COVID nightmare stuff, like the way, when is the next membership Zoom? I don't know exactly because there's so many of them right now. So I don't know. Have you RSVP'd and synced your calendar in the membership? You can actually sync your calendar in the membership, and it'll, like, they show up on my calendar on my phone. Well, we just had one what's today? Today is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. It's WIP Wednesday. Come on, Betty. We had one Monday night, and we had one Monday night, and then Tuesday morning I did. So we have craft and chat going, and then I have crochet your intentions going, which I think yesterday might have been the last crochet your intentions. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I think maybe I'm gonna schedule some design studio calls and work on some design stuff. I saw a knot Where is that not? I think COVID ruined lots of relationships, to be honest. Yeah, I think in terms of the sister wives, like, I think they made a big mistake moving to Flagstaff because they had that cul-de-sac set up in Las Vegas and they seemed like really happy. I don't know why they chose to move out there. I think there may have been some reasons that they didn't really discuss on screen because it just seemed crazy. Like you've got a perfect setup here, and then the COVID restrictions, with different family members just being in. I think it was different for people with younger family members than it was for like with younger children than it was for people with older children. And yeah, it was really sad to see and stressful, actually, like stressful to watch all that again. What's this? What's happening here? Heather says, "Don't think about it, little boy." What? What are you guys talking about? What's happening over there? This is a professional setting. Sure it is. Yeah, I think I might put some design workshop calls in the McKnittiverse because I feel really excited about something that I'm working on in there, and I'm going to pre-release it as soon as I possibly can. I say that every day. But I think I'm ready to write this thing up even though I'm not done crocheting it. I think I can write it up. All right, drive safe. Um, Excuse me, and release it in the McKnittiverse. I don't know why Alexa's talking to me. Maybe it thinks I left because I said drive safe. One night I was laying there trying to get to sleep and I couldn't sleep because my Echo Dot was like flashing. It kept flashing this light that was like circling, and I was like, what is going on? And then I had to like actually get on the internet and say, why is it flashing? And it said, it's because you have it set to away and it's listening. Well, why didn't it hear that I was home and like stop listening in? It didn't like actually tell me anything happened when I had it listening when I was gone, which is a good thing, I'm sure. I mean, at least I hope it is, but you know, come on. You can't hear that I'm here. I'm not that quiet. It's not that boring over here. It really is. Hi, thanks for the follow. It's WIP Wednesday. What other whips y'all got? Let me hear about them whips. I just love it when a video comes on and mine harps up. Be the safe sister. Okay. Nope. She drives a race car. One too many whips. One too many whips to list. So you went to the store, Andrew. Did you buy that yarn we told you to buy? Did you get the Meowth? I'm going to order some more of that Meowth. And try Joann's. It's never available on the Lion Brand site. I don't know why I really need it. I have 2 of them, honestly. It's enough for what I'm going to do with it, which is probably like a 6-day supernova shawl. I think that's, you only got the big twist. You better go back. Turn around. Stop the car. Stop the car. Go back. Are you making a man blanket? You trying to make a man blanket? Or a star blanket? You're going to try. Awesome. Cobblestone scarf, 2 times 60 hexi cardi. You have 2 6-day hex cardis and a 6-day Amanda blanket almost done, and a couple of other things. Heather says he told me he's making a dress. I want to see that. I'll show you my haul on my live. All right, we'll hop on over there. No one's buying your dresses? Say what? You're making crochet dresses? So we're going to start the 6-day hexagon cardigan crochet along. You know, I don't think I even have made a TikTok about it yet. I should do that today. A poncho granny stitch dress. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw it. I thought it was really cute. Did you put it on Etsy? How'd you try to sell it? What is later tonight? Andrew's live. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, but I do know I'm going to be off before 8:30 because I want to go see the moonrise again. You put your purple ombre beanie on Facebook. Nice. I know everyone hates Etsy because of their fees, but they will help you get found. Last night moon was very cool. Yeah, I went down to the water to see it come up. And when it comes up at night like that, I like to go see it. It's sometimes it's a crapshoot if it's not 100% clear tonight. There's definitely some cloud cover, but I think I'll be able to see it come up. Sometimes it's practically like a sunrise. It's so bright and so clear. And you can see it just like the sunrise. You can see the light from it before it actually comes up. It's amazing. Have you seen the Premier Bloom Chunky Self-Striping Floral Print yarn, and what's your thoughts on it? I haven't seen it in person, I don't think. I think I saw an ad for it. Looks really pretty. Looks good in the oh, I just went ahead and chained 3 and turned like as if I was going to keep going with this color, but I'm not. Inlet Side Street says, I just bought this pattern. I've seen it for years and I've always wanted to make it. Well, welcome to the addiction. You'll never want to make another blanket. If you get bored with the 6-day kid blanket, first of all, there's a million different ways to make it. So it will take you a while before you actually get bored of making it, because you can do it a bunch of different ways. But once you do, then you can switch to the star blanket. And if you get tired of the star blanket, you can switch to the 6-day great granny blanket or do a granny square one. And then when you get tired of that, you'll be ready to go back to the 6-day kid blanket. I have people in my group that have made just like so many of them. You never made the 6-day star. It's really fun. There's the star, the superstar, and the supernova. And they're all really fun. The star made the rounds on TikTok last year. So that's now my number 2 pattern. The 6-day kid blanket is still number 1. And the star blanket is number 2. Yesterday or the day before, I posted the chunky throw for the chunky weight yarns. People have been asking me for that for a while. But it's really the same stitches as the regular 6-day blanket. I've been crocheting forever and started Amigurumi last year, so that's been my favorite, my latest obsession. I never caught the bug with Amigurumi. Never did. I made a couple of things, but it just never caught on with me. I think the only reason I actually did it was because my daughter wanted to. And I think I ended up finishing her project. I don't think she actually finished it. Good night, Miss Linda. Happy birthday. Hope you have a really nice dinner. You didn't think you would like it, but you love it. Yeah, I just never caught the bug. Afghans are easier for my brain. That's true. I mean, I can practically do the 6-day kid blanket in my sleep. I love this colorway. Thank you. I did this to appeal to the boys because somebody said the 6-day kid blanket is only for girls. It looks too feminine. My husband doesn't want it. And I was like, oh yeah? I'll make a blanket your husband will like. And now the husbands like it and all the wives like it too. Everybody's like, I'm going to make one for myself. I have a pattern from Leisure Arts I've made so many times I don't need the pattern. Oh, wow. 6-day is going to be your new favorite. Because you can stripe it. This is the original stripe. The original 6-day kid blanket stripe. But people like to stripe it from here to here. And that's called the snowflake effect. And then people like to stripe it from here to here, which is the pattern repeat. And that's the viral. That's the viral blanket. The viral 6-day. I think the most popular one people ask for the most is the snowflake. I have some tea cakes I might try and a million other acrylic in every color. The tea cake blankets are my favorite 6-day kid blankets. I have a bunch of them at home that I've made. I have the two behind me, which is the one that my mod Heather Hollinger came up with. The rainbow tea cake blanket. She just laid them out in like a rainbow. And it's freaking gorgeous. It's so luscious. That is my favorite one to make, and it's just so quick. It works up so quickly. I mean, I made that one in 2 marathon days. I did, let me see, 11 to 10 one day with a big break in the middle. So it was really ended up being about 10 hours. And the next day I scheduled it from 2 to 10. Something like that. It ended up being about 16 hours of crochet that it took me to do that whole entire blanket. And it was 8 tea cakes. It just worked up so fast. I love them. What yarn do you love working with and hate working with? You know, I do like colored yarn that changes colors, I have to say. But what do I like working with? I think the weight of the yarn that I'm working with right now, like a 4 weight, is my favorite type of yarn to work with. I hate chenille and blanket yarn and I never use those. I never use them. Even though sometimes they look nice and they look like they would be really nice and really cozy. I never use them. Hi, Amy. Is that the video I posted? Yes, the marathon. I posted the whole thing here on TikTok a little bit slower. It was like 8.5 minutes. And I included all the breaks and everything. And then I did the little 1-minute reel where I had to cut some things out. to get it to fit into 1 minute. Um, yeah, but that was the one, the 4-ply, it just flows. Yeah. Working with the chunkier yarn it's more work. I felt like that was a lot of work on my hands, especially since I I used a little bit smaller hook than I normally would have used on that weight of yarn, but I did it because I've made a lot of blankets in that yarn, that particular yarn, the tea cakes, and they kind of spread out, they stretch out. Well, this is the 6-day kid blanket and it's more than one stitch. But I really enjoy the tea cakes. I think they're really pretty. They're fun to work with because they work up so quick and they make a really cozy, luscious blanket that I just really love the feel of. Um, yeah. I like working with wool. I like the way wool feels. I don't really care for cotton and those, cotton ish yarns. I like the soft, squishy feel of like acrylic and wool. I do a lot of acrylic. It's the 6-day kid blanket, so it's 6 rows of different stitches. One, two, three. This is row 2. I think I counted up the number of repeats I had here, and I think I figured out I was about a third of the way done with this. Man blanket take a long time to make. How many chains do you do for your initial row? What do the dimensions come to be? Well, for this one, this is the 6-day man blanket. These are the kind of details that are really hard for me to memorize. There's so many different versions of the blanket. So you should double check the pattern. But I think for this one, it was 190, 190 something, 2, 3, 4. And this one turned out to be 60 by 70. I usually make them about 50 by 60, but I'm a short little lady. So 50 by 60 makes a nice cozy size throw. For me, for the man blanket, I wanted it to be larger. So this one came out to be about 60 by 70, which for me is pretty large. I know I've had some people make them a little bit bigger, maybe not wider, but longer. So you could do 60 by 80 would probably be okay. But you should really check the details for sure on the pattern. It's free on my website, so you can check it without buying it if you want to. And there's so many different versions of the 6-day kid blanket, so it's hard for me to keep all the details memorized. There's also like a chart on most of the pattern pages that gives you the chain count for different weights of yarn and different sizes of blanket. But really the best way to make the blanket the size you want to make it is to make a swatch on 37 stitches and measure it. And I have a YouTube video that'll help you do this and size it out, because your tension's going to be different than my tension. So you could chain 190 whatever it was that I chained, and your blanket could end up being a different size. Amazing, thank you. The last 60 I did, I think I was off by a few. It was super wide. Yeah, that's why you should make a swatch instead of just, following what I do. My tension's super loose, for one. I have super loose tension. I'm working this worsted weight with a 6.5 hook. I mean, I had a contract crocheter make up a couple of blankets using my dimensions and my swatch measurement, and her blankets were tiny. They came out really small, and it's just because her tension is different. So really the best thing to do is make a swatch and measure it and multiply it out. Yes, Andrew is saying in all caps, make a swatch. Nobody ever wants to swatch. Everybody is like, I can do this without swatching, and I hate being that person that's like, you have to swatch. But, if you're going to come back at me and be like, your pattern, this is part of it. People can be mean. If it doesn't come out right, then they come after me, which hurts my feelings. The worst are the people that say, I've been crocheting for a really long time, and this makes no sense to me. Well, I've been crocheting for a really long time too. I didn't just fall off the turnip truck yesterday and decide I'm going to write a pattern and I don't know what I'm doing. People who have been crocheting a long time, you need to stop coming at crochet designers with that line. Well, I've been crocheting a long time, so this should make sense, and it doesn't. There's always something new to learn. Never thought about doing a swatch, always learning new things. There you go. Do the swatch on 37. If you're not in my group, you should join my group. I got to get all my content out of. I have a frequently asked questions guide in my group with a ton of free information about this blanket, and I'm going to pull it out of there and I'm going to put it on my website, because the platform on which the group is existing is making me mad. When you have to make backup accounts, and backup groups and backup stuff, it's just, honestly, it's ridiculous. This year, my goal is to get my 6-day kid blanket workbook published. My vision for the book is that it'll be a workbook that will take you from start to finish. on making the perfect 6-day kid blanket of your dreams. All of my patterns are called the 6-day whatever. At this point, I've just come to think of that as the stitches, the 6 rows of stitches, but most of my projects can be completed in 6 days. The original 6-day blanket was chunky weight yarn, 5-weight yarn, and it was toddler sized, so it was small. It started with a chain of 122. 122. So if you, no, 105. 105 was the original, 105. So that took 6 days. I didn't count up how many rows I did a day or anything like that. When I was done with it, I just kind of went, oh wow, I did that really quick. When did I start that? Tuesday. That only took me 6 days. And I published it as the 6-day blanket on Ravelry. Okay. And then unbeknownst to me, people took the pattern and they upsized it and used 3-weight yarn and different weights of yarn. So if you're going to make a king size blanket or even a man blanket, you're going to have to take off work for that week to complete the man blanket in 6 days. But it could be done. Most of my patterns are easy 6-day makes. Some of them are, you'd have to dedicate your life to it for 6 days to do it in 6 days, but it usually says it on the pattern. Can it actually be done in 6 days? The man blanket, no. I don't think you can do it in 6 days unless you dedicate some significant hours to it. But the original 6-day and the intention of 6-day is that it's 6 easy days of crochet, meaning 2 or 3 hours of sitting in front of a movie or something, watching TV at night, relaxing days. It's not meant to be a challenge or anything like that. It does come together really quickly. Like, you will be surprised how fast it works up. Andrew, no it won't. It better not. I used to do these 6-day challenges and these crochet along challenges. Maybe I'll do another one. I just decided with the hexagon cardigan I didn't want to do 6 days in a row. I just did not. It got to be too much for me. So like block off this big, a whole week on my calendar, and then I did when I did the Christmas tree skirts, my goodness, I did all 3 of them in 6 days. All 3. And some of it I don't think I did this a lot, but some of it I had to crochet off camera so that I could do do some of the rows. It's a lot making videos, but yeah. 6-day hexagon cardigan crochet along. It does start tomorrow if you want to join. I'm trying to decide what kind of crochet along I'm going to do next month. Next month might be a good month to do like a baby blanket crochet along. I am working all my baby blanket patterns. Well, the hexagon cardigan pattern is really a pattern to help you design your own. And just like the 6-day kid blanket, you can pretty much make it with any yarn that you like. It looks amazing in cake yarn too. So if you have, cake yarn on hand, like a mandala, Lion Brand mandala would be a good yarn to do it in. I bought 5 big skeins, and I haven't actually even sat down to figure out if they'll be enough. But I have 5 big skeins of that Lion Brand Jiffy to make a big fuzzy jacket with. So yeah, I would just suggest going to my website. The pattern's free on my site, and checking out the yarn recommendations. It also has, I gave all the options for you for the hexagon cardigan to make it in any kind of style you want. You can make a big baggy one, or you can make it more fitted. You can add length to it. You can do a collar, a hood, pockets or no pockets. You can do ribbing on the seam or not. Like, that pattern was a labor of love, and I gave you all the options for it. So I would just go check that out and shop your stash. Go shop your stash and grab something from your stash to make it up with. I did one. This will be the 3rd or 4th one I've done. I did one in the Lion Brand Scarfy, and I give the yardage for that in the pattern. And like I said, I'm not good at remembering like these kinds of details, so the best thing to do is check the pattern, because I'll say it wrong. But I did Lion Brand Scarfy for one of them, and I loved how it worked up actually in the pattern. And then I did a second one in Karen Ogo Big Donut, which is just a basic worsted weight acrylic. And then I'm doing the crochet along as Zoom calls. So I don't think I'll be live. So if you really want to do it, I would join the Zoom, come into the call, ask me your questions, and then you'll have a few days to crochet and get caught up before the next meeting. And then if you provide your email, well, you have to when you sign up for a Zoom call. If you miss it, I can send the replay. I don't know if I'll be streaming it. I might stream it into the blanket group. And then I don't know if it'll be on my YouTube or not. I haven't decided. I guess I have to decide by tomorrow. But I want people to be able to ask questions. So join the crochet along, join the Zoom, join the blanket group, and join the chat. We have a chat going on there. There's a lot of people chatting about the crochet along. It's actually been kind of fun to have that chat. I think when you go to register for the Zoom call, all the information is on the registration page. I don't remember what I did. That was like a week ago. Uh-oh. Hi, thanks for following. Hi, everybody. Working on the 6-day man blanket. It's free on my site. We were just talking about tomorrow I'm starting the 6-day hexagon cardigan. I have other ideas for sweaters too. I want to make a duster. I want to make one of those great big Sherpa sweater, blanket sweaters. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Getting hungry. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm in Eastern time. Oh, I just saw that you asked what's your favorite hook size to work with. And hey, I guess I usually, gravitate to like a J hook and worsted weight. I guess the one that I would hate would be that one that's like gigantic. I feel stupid using it. Although I have used it. I have used one. I don't remember what I made, but I made something and then I think I gave it away. Looked like something you would like impale a vampire with. Oh wait, here it is, right here. This is like, if the vampires ever come, I'll get them with this. Right in the heart. This looks like a weapon. I have the big size 30 knitting needles right there too. Fend for yourself night. That's every night in my life. Fend for yourself. Last night I had hot dogs. I don't know what I'm gonna have tonight. I might do like some tater tots with cheese and sour cream. That might be dinner. I also have some cans of chili. I could do a can of chili. Whatever it is, it's, gonna be something thrown together. Actually, I think I have some cauliflower that is gonna go bad if I don't eat it pretty soon. So maybe I'll eat that. I love cauliflower. Or right now I'm hungry, so everything sounds good. I'm like, I could do baked potatoes. I could do a couple baked potatoes. That sounds good to me right now. Put them in the Instant Pot. They'll be done in like, I don't know, how long does that take? Like 12 minutes in the Instant Pot? They go so fast. I love this row because you really don't have to think. The thinking row is row 2. Row 3 is so great because you work into the holes and spaces, and yeah, so you like don't even have to look at your work. There, that's better. Okay. I'm almost at the end of the row. I'm going to lay my work down for a minute. A lot of crochets on TikTok with nobody showing a finished product. Oh, come on. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Where's your finished product? Let's see something you've made. Get her done. When will you be on next? I'm not sure. I will definitely be on, well, I don't know that I'll be live, but I will be on the Zoom call tomorrow night. Who are you talking to about Get 'em? I'm live on multiple platforms, so I'm reading comments from the other platforms as well as TikTok, Tracy. Thank you for asking. Their username is Get Her Done over there. I don't know who you're talking to, but get 'em. Oh, I'm talking to Rena K. Blass, who said a lot of crochets on TikTok with nobody showing a finished product. So that's who I'm talking to. I don't know what that is even supposed to mean. You know what? I get tired of people coming onto my live and ask, I am an artist working here, and I get tired of people coming to my live and just stopping in, dropping in first thing and saying, "Can you spread it out so we can look at it?" Like I'll do that when I take a break. Like you'll see it when you see it. No one's showing a finished product. They probably left by now. Thank you very much, Karen. I love this variation. The 6-day kid blanket has many variations and different ways to stripe. First of all, I love this one is called Vivid Chevrons, and it's the original stripe where the granny stitches are framed by the single crochet row, and then it's got the little stripe of double crochet in between those granny stripes. Like, this is my favorite way to stripe the 6-day kid blanket. I just love it. Tracy, thanks for the backup, girl. Do a little lotion on my hands because they're super dry. Thank you, Karen. Enjoyed watching while I'm crocheting. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. How do you know how long to make the original row? That's a great question. The way to know how long to make the original row is to make a swatch on 37 stitches. Follow along on my YouTube channel. Don't just watch the video, but crochet right along with me. I go really slow. I did make a couple of boo-boos in those videos, but you'll figure it out. And take that swatch. So if you do a swatch on 37, it'll be this wide. It'll have 2 points. Don't just try to do 1 point because then you won't get to practice this. So do 2 points. Start with a chain of 37. And then you take that and you measure it and you multiply it out. So if this is, I'm pretty sure my swatch for this was about 10 inches wide, 9 or 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches wide. So I wanted my blanket to be, what did I say? 60 by 70. So I wanted it 60 wide. So if I wanted it 60 wide, I need 6 times this. So that would be 12. So I need 12 points. Each point is 17 stitches. So 17 times 12 plus 3. So once you multiply 17 times the number of points you want, you add 3 to the end. And that's how you do it. And I have a chart in the pattern that will tell you, like, if you're using this weight yarn and you want this size blanket, do this many stitches, but that's based on my tension. So if you really want the perfect blanket, then the perfect size, then you do what I just said. You start with 37, you follow the pattern along, and you multiply it out. That's how you do it. That's how the pros do it. Woo! All right, that was a lot of lotion. You're so welcome. That's how I do it. That's what I teach people to do in my Facebook group. I have a lot of free resources in there, which I think I said earlier on the call that I'm going to go ahead and move those out onto my website so everybody can have them. I don't know why I didn't do that a long time ago, to be honest. The ocean's really loud right now. The waves are really high and I can hear it. I have the windows closed, but I can hear the ocean tonight. It sounds so nice. People are working on their houses out here, getting ready. And probably in about a month, we'll start seeing people out here again. I think it's really fun being out here in the wintertime when there are Not a lot of people here. But I also miss the people. I miss the people. It's fun when they come into town. It was a little freaky last year when they first started, because there's a little beach access point right with a walkway to the beach right next to my house. So I can see everybody walking by going to the beach. And when I first started hearing like voices and stuff outside, it was like, what's that? What's happening? Who's there? Because it can be really quiet out here. It's almost 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna maybe finish up at the end of this row. I'm at the end of a color stripe. Just feeling pretty hungry. I want to grab something to eat before moonrise. Grab myself a little something. Thanks for following. Hey, Misty. I have done one in single and one in double. Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I hope it's nice and clear when I go out there tonight and not too cold. It's weird here because the temperature can be like, whatever, 32, but there's no wind, and it's like it actually doesn't feel that cold when you go out. Or it can be like in the 50s, but it's very windy, and it's like, ugh, just feels, it feels so cold, unpleasant to be out there. It felt a little cooler today than what I normally would have liked, but I took a little walk, and then once I took my walk, I was feeling warm, so I did just sit and hang out in my chair for a little while, even though that felt a little bit colder than what I normally would have thought I would have enjoyed. I didn't stay out there for too long, but it was just an absolutely gorgeous day. So, so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, my eyes are starting to... This is the 6-day man blanket. Well, it's a combination of double crochet, single crochet, and granny clusters. I'm going to go ahead and lay it out for you all. Thanks for the follow. I'm in Nebraska and it was 42 degrees today. Tomorrow is supposed to snow and be in the 20s. Wow. Hi, Sedona. Thanks for the follow. It's too big to show the whole thing, so whoever was complaining about nobody shows the finished product or whatever, I'm pretty sure they left. I think I chased them away. I think I intimidated them. At least I hope I did. Maybe they felt threatened by this when I was talking about killing vampires with this hook. No, somebody asked me what my least favorite hook was to use, and that was it. That gigantic one. Right? This is my favorite one. This 6.5 Furls Odyssey crochet hook. Furls Odyssey. I love that hook. Oh, my camera just died. So I guess I'm done. Let me just fix that. I guess I'm done for the night. Thank you all for being together. It was for being here tonight. It was fun being with you. Thanks for stopping in. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this time together. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.